Hello, everyone. It's real nice to meet you. And it's about 800 million people nowadays, registered users on LinkedIn platform globally. And out of those 800 million, there is only 3 million people that are posting some kind of content on a weekly basis, which when you ask me, I think it's a real shame and not really leveraging the potential of what the LinkedIn has to offer. So when I do consulting and training for the different kinds of consultants and lawyers as well, the typical LinkedIn user is someone that would have really nice profile, as you probably all do, and they would start using LinkedIn basically in a way as they do any kind of social media platform. So they would download the mobile app, waste a lot of time browsing through the endless news feed, and every now and then like something. And so when I mentor more senior people, typically they would like to encourage their teams to use it a little bit more. So first thing they do is basically tell their teams, you should at least sometimes post something. And what we have what kind of content we can post. It's typically something, some news update on the company's website, or some nice article that I read. So they would start posting things like this, which is quite discouraging because they are not receiving really the engagement and likes and shares as they would like, because they don't understand how the LinkedIn algorithm really works. And so many people think that if I have 500 plus connections on LinkedIn and I post something, all of the 500 plus people will see it, which is unfortunately not true. And the worst kind of thing that you can post on LinkedIn is actually link to some other website, because you can imagine that if you are having a LinkedIn as a company, you want people to be occupied on the platform and not really lead them off the platform. So anytime you post a link which is leading to your beautiful company's website, it's actually this kind of post is being demoted and not being shown to almost anybody in your own network. So what I would encourage you to do is think about that. If you do any kind of post, think about how I can keep my audience, which is very targeted. You choose your own audience, and we now all know that it's 45% of all LinkedIn users are in the upper management positions within companies. So it's decision making. Or decision makers in those companies. So it's very relevant, and so it's important to know what to post and how you post it. Of course, very important is also when you post it, because the first hour of every post that you do is the most important time when the LinkedIn is analyzing what kind of engagement, whether it's likes, comments, repost, anything that you receive on your content is the key. If this first hour is successful, then the algorithm decides basically to show it to much more broader audience, not only your own connections, but going even outside of your connections. So